India. The land of 1 billion people is also home to some of the planet's most amazing predators. Domestic or wild, here, animals are part of life, legend and religion. The strands are difficult to tell apart. The tolerance of a great people has ensured the survival of all its carnivorous species except the cheetah, while across the world they are being pushed to extinction or have already been wiped out. Nothing short of a miracle how Indians have traditionally lived close to potentially dangerous animals, wise in the knowledge that big carnivores, even when they share space with people, are highly elusive by nature. They often take livestock, but rarely attack people.
आम्ही काय म्हणतो समजा जाऊ द्या नेले असते ना त्याच्या पोटाकरता त्याने एक नेले जाऊ द्या देव परमेश्वर आम्हाला देत असतो
ऊसामध्ये पडेल ऊसामध्ये ज्या वेळेस पोर पांगळ्या काढायला गेले तर वाघ पाहिल्यानंतर हा केल्यावर त्याला ते धरायला सोपं होतं ना तर पोरांना ते याच्या बॉकंडी ते त्याच्या बॉकंडी ते उठलं नाही काहीच नाही फक्त हा केलं मग त्याला जर धरायचंच होतं तर पोरं दोन पोरांना धरायला काय हरकत नव्हती ना
ताई असं आहे आम्ही इथं अंगणामध्ये आमच्या घरा शेजारी झोपतो आता तो रस्त्याने गेला तर काही वेळेस आम्ही झोपेत असतो भीती तर नाही वाटत भीती आता असं आहे आपल्याला भीती वाटते पण त्याला आपण जर चिडवलं तर आपल्याला भीती वाटायलाच पाहिजे
Villagers they also know that panther is moving near around the village their houses also their farms also they are well acquainted with this activity but there is no as such pressure from the villagers
But in recent times reports of animal attacks on people are more frequent than ever. Leopards alone have attacked more than 1,000 people during the last decade. Like many parts of India, Sangamner, the core of Maharashtra's prosperous sugar belt, lives in fear after sundown. Since 2001, at least 35 people have been killed in leopard attacks here. 150 have been injured. But past figures show no history of major man-animal conflict here. So, what is turning the animals on people? Habitat loss, scarcity of prey, or is an intolerant generation drawing lines that upset the natural balance?
इधर से टेंडवा आता है वो खेत में थी इधर से बच्चा उठा के ले गया 15 दिन इसीलिए तकलीफ के लिए वो पिंजरा रखवाया है अभी तक कोई आदमी पर हमला नहीं किया है लेकिन आता है पगला उसका दिखता भी है मेरा सेठ आके
गाँव के लोगों का गुस्सा तो है अब भी हमारे यहाँ बात चली थी आप आने के पहले तो गांव के लोग ऐसे बोलते ग्राम पंचायत क्या काम कर रही क्या नहीं कर रही
हाथ में जो होगा उसको मारेंगे ना हम छोड़ेंगे
Today, the mere sight of a leopard triggers intervention, with politicians cashing in on the public anger and the media hyping up the scare.
There are certain rules I can't violate, so I issue instructions. And given a choice, my officers will follow those instructions. But then the amount of pressure they work under, there's all kind of strenuous pressures on them. Pressure of the media, pressure of the local leaders, pressure of the people. A lot of them are not very knowledgeable about the animal.
Under such pressure, the officials are forced to set up traps. Once captured, the animals are often kept in cages for weeks, even months. The story is the same everywhere. Species differ, the treatment doesn't. What is worse, most of these traumatized animals are eventually released in unfamiliar territories, asking for trouble. Maharashtra, for instance, did what is routinely done elsewhere in the country, and official records reveal a dangerous pattern. Between 1999 and 2004, 293 leopards were trapped here. 274 were subsequently released. More than 200 people died in leopard attacks, and at least 900 were injured. The conflict escalated after 2001, when in response to an attack, 11 leopards were trapped from an area with no history of conflict and released in the Bhimshankar Wildlife Sanctuary. Within a week, reports of attacks started coming in. The displaced leopards had killed 7 people in villages, where not a single attack had taken place in 4 years. The government intervened again, this time trapping 10 leopards and 2 cubs. These 12 animals, along with 16 others trapped from Ahmednagar and Junnar, were then released at Malsej Ghats. Soon, reports of attacks started streaming in. The people living around Radhanagri Wildlife Sanctuary near Kolhapur were never in conflict with the resident leopards. Trouble began in February 2004 when a leopard captured near Junnar was released here after it had spent a year in captivity. In less than 24 hours, the stressed out cat attacked a boy barely 5 kilometers from where it was released. Not a coincidence that most attacks occur near release sites. Wherever figures can be pieced together, the trend is obvious. Understandably, many of these releases happen off the record, often near state or divisional boundaries, and amount to shifting problems, or worse still, creating problems where there were none.
मारतो माणूस आज काय जोंड गावडी काही डोबी वघार असं मारतो ते आपण देखता तो मारियाने ते काय कहते ते घूमतो घूमतो आंखों राजे पाल में छोड़ल बोलता था पार्शवाला ते यहाँ आई जो से और तो दौड़ेंगे तो छुकरा का पकड़े ले 2 दिन में पीपल खुरा गाँव से वहाँ पकड़ी ले एक छुकरो बड़ छुकरो होता ने खाई जा पैर जोड़िया हाथ जोड़िया मुंडी जोड़ी ना पता नहीं खाई जो सब.
Villages around this picturesque wildlife sanctuary never had any problem with leopards. Then, in October 2003, a female leopard trapped near Junnar was released here after 7 months in captivity. 6 months on, she was trapped again, 90 kilometers further south near Chalisgaon. Like all cats, she was trying to return home, cutting through villages. On her way, she attacked 12 people and killed 6.
कुछ जगह पे जरूर प्रॉब्लम आया है, लेकिन छोड़ते समय कुछ गलतियां हो गई होगी, रोड पे छोड़ दिया है या ऐसे टाइम पे छोड़ दिया है कि वो टाइम अच्छा नहीं था छोड़ने के लिए, या ज्यादा दिन कैप्टिविटी में रखा है, और कुछ लेपर्ड जो है वो छोड़ने के लायक नहीं थे, ऐसे भी लेपर्ड को छोड़ा है.
Field officers say they have little choice under so much pressure.
तो करना ही पड़ता है, रिलीज करना पड़ता है. जो भी पुराने जानवर किधर तो भी नजदीक ब्राह्मणवाड़ा परिसर है, उधर हम रिलीज कर देते हैं. क्या इलाज नहीं उसको तो, और फिर से वो केज लाके उधर लगाना पड़ता है. फिर से वो जो छोड़ा है वो उधर आता है.
For instance, this road from Maharashtra to Gujarat through the forests of Dungs is a convenient location for the release of so-called problem leopards of both states. Surgana saw no conflict in 2007 till October, when 4 leopard attacks were reported.
अभी तो काही नाही ना, कोणाच्या डोक्यातही नाही ना. ती पोरगी तर म्हणजे इकडून काढून घेतली ना जंगलामध्ये. गावातले लोक गेले तर आणले ना, म्हणजे त्याच्या पंजा सापडला, त्याच्यावरून मग माग घेऊन गेले होते.
खालून दरीतून वर आला तो आणि तिने काही पाहिलं नसेल, काम करत असताना त्याच्यावर त्यांनी झेप घेऊन उडी मारली. हल्ला झाला नाही, कधीच नाही लोकांवर आतापर्यंत, म्हणजे ही पहिलीच घटना आहे. तर कधीच अशी घटना झाली नाही. पण हा वाघ नेमका बुवा एवढा मोठा वाघ आपल्या जंगलात कधीच दिसला नाही. आहेत पण जरा लहानले आहेत असे, मोठा एवढा खूप मोठा होता तो. ते लोकांची शंका अशी आहे का बुवा आपल्या जंगलातला हा वाघ नव्हता, हा कुणीकडून तरी आला तिकडून, म्हणजे दुसऱ्या गुजरात कडून आला का कुठून तरी, पण तिकडून आला बुवा, आपल्या जंगलात एवढा मोठा वाघ नव्हता.
On the Gujarat side, the villages of Dungs are caught in a similar spate of attacks.